that's the beginning. So
Talk to me about Kimchee. I mean, what an awesome way to get a double payday out of a show. You're already there. You're already on the road. You're already working. You get to work another gimmick.
yeah, so I'm the Brooklyn Brawler. Then Vince calls me at home. He says, we're bringing in Kamala. He's a Ugandan giant. He says, I want you to be his handler with a whip and a safari suit, but you'll be masked and no one will know who you are. And I says, that's fine. I would love it. I thought it was great. And, I'd make more money. And Kamala was in all the main events. He's with Hogan. And so I would work the first match with Brooklyn Brawler. And, or to say, not the first match because I was with Bobby. When I was with Bobby, I never lost. You know what I mean? So I would work that match. Then I would come in the dressing room. I would change my clothes, and I would walk out with Kamala with Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan actually took a liking to me because I was marking out for him because he just got out of Rocky 3 with Sylvester Stallone, and he actually asked Vince. He told Vince, I want Steve Lombardi with me on the road everywhere. He goes to drive me because he couldn't go to a ticket counter. He couldn't, he was bigger than life back then.
Right.
He was like the number one man. So I traveled with Hulk Hogan for 2 years, and it was great. I mean, and all the gimmicks. Anytime there was a first match, like I had The Rock's first match. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
The Rock has never been in front of an audience in his life, and then he wrestles me. They boot him out of the building. Did you watch Young Rock?
I watched some Young Rock, yes.
Yeah, watch my episode, season 2, episode 8, Corpus Christi. You watch that episode, you could see the story about how I wrestled his first match. He had $7 in the bank, and now he's the richest man in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But he got booed going in, and I said, just follow me and listen to what I say. And then I turned to booze. By the time I grabbed him to reverse chin lock, he goes, what do we do now? You could see it all in Young Rock. It's almost perfectly done the way it was. He goes, what do we do now? I said, you shut the fuck up and see if the people care about you. So he starts raising his hand slowly, and they start cheering slowly. They start cheering, and then they show Stone Cold in the dressing room and Hunter looking at each other like, what the fuck? Because back then it was competitive. Like, oh, the guy's going to get my spot. You know what I mean? Because he looked like an athlete, but I wrestled with many jocks that were the shits. You know what I mean? But this guy was nipping up. He hit every spot, the double leapfrogs, this and that. You know what I mean? He got a contract 2 days later for $200,000.
Yeah, he credits you for a lot, The Rock. I've heard him say a lot of good things about you in interviews.
Oh yeah, he definitely. He sent me a big poster, a picture in glass, and it says, and has a picture of him hip tossing me in our very first match. It has $7 in the glass, and it says, Steve, I had $7 to my name in the business when I got in the business, and I can never thank you enough.
That's awesome.
I got the thing hanging on my wall because, to me, I cherish that picture. But I never thought in a million years he'd be the top actor in Hollywood.
He's doing well for himself.
He's doing better than well. He's the richest man. He's richer than Brad Pitt. He's richer than George Clooney. He's one of the richest men in Hollywood. But he opened his own production company, and he named it $7 Production.
Yeah,
because he only had $7 to his name, so he used that as the actual name of his production company, which makes him very special. Like, because Tom Cruise and all these people, they got to go like to Lionsgate and different places to get funded. Rock funds his own movies, so that's how he can make so many movies, and that's how he got so rich.